Recently, the Senate President Ahmed Lawan called on the Akwa Ibom State Governor Udom Emmanuel to dump the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and join the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC). Before this invitation, President Muhammadu Buhari had congratulated the Ebonyi State Governor Dave Umahi for finding the courage to jump ship, moving from the People's Democratic Party, on whose ticket he won election as governor, to the All Progressives Congress, which holds power at the center. The invitation to Udom Emmanuel and the defection by Dave Umahi represent a phenomenon in Nigerian politics that raises the question: does Nigeria have political parties?
Nigeria have political parties, and we are very, very comfortable with it.
In the 1951 Western Nigerian parliamentary election, the National Council for Nigeria and Cameroon (NCNC) won the majority seats. However, before the parliament was inaugurated on January 7, 1952, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, who was unhappy with the outcome of the election by which the NCNC would have formed the Western Regional Government, convinced 5 members of the Ibadan People Party, an affiliate of the NCNC, to switch allegiance to the Action Group, Awolowo Political Party. In the second stance, the NCNC became a minority party, and Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, who would have become premier of Western Region because he was leader of the NCNC, lost out.
You are talking about people jumping over. What of people that stays inside a particular political party and now work for another political party? And then party officials will see it because they're part of it, and they will not say anything about it.
Apart from the introduction of tribal politics, which that singular move initiated and which has remained a challenge to Nigerian politics till today, the carpet crossing by those NCNC supporters to the Action Group also raised the question about what informs the formation of political parties in Nigeria. Experts say that political parties are organized groups whose members share political belief or ideology needed for the orientation of party members. This gives party members a sense of common identity and belongingness and empowers them to evaluate issues in the polity. Ideology also helps a party when it gets into power on how to allocate power and to what end power should be used.
Political parties have lost their ideologies, and then judiciary and money bags took over the center stage for the political parties. And that's why you see somebody will contest for primaries in a political party, and when he loses it, he will jump over to another political party to go and vie for that same election because he has a lot of money in his or her pocket.
The people who are consistent with their ideology remains stagnant. They don't move around. They remain there. Come rain, come shine, because they have a reason for coming together.
Nigeria's ever-increasing tribe of political ship jumpers and decampees seems to query if political parties in Nigeria serve the purpose of shared belief, a sense of common identity and belongingness, and a conviction to evaluate national issues from a common understanding.
When people start jumping for one reason or the other, I find that most of them have a different agenda, different ulterior motive. They probably want their position they don't get. So they are not there just for the masses. They are there for their own selfish interests. That is why you see people flipping around. Today in this party, and then they change around. I'm coming that party, looking for what to gain, not for the people.
Additionally, structures, offices, and positions created in Nigerian political parties raise doubts about their purpose. Are they individual or group empires with natural leader, maximum apex leader, or are they mass movements to serve mass purpose?
Political parties do no longer allow seasoned party administrators to manage the party. That's what you see. Everybody now is interested in, I want to be a party administrator, I want to be a party chairman at the local government, I want to be a party chairman at the national level, I have my sponsors want to put me there because they believe they can use me to achieve whatever they want to achieve with the party. That's the problem.
The ruling All Progressives Congress says its ideology is potent and economic nationalism. This is supposed to translate into accommodation of a broad spectrum of views in addressing any national issues. It also means that APC will run an economy that supports state intervention instead of giving market forces a free rein. Would these ideologies support the position of the party in the thorny issue of subsidy on petrol, which the party promised right from inception to remove and which it still insists must be done away with?
You must protect the ideology of the party. But unfortunately today, political parties have thrown away their ideologies.
The People's Democratic Party says it has an ideology of national social conservatism and economic liberalism. This ideology is supposed to translate into a strong Nigerian national and cultural identity in a nation where religion is given a space in the public sphere. PDP's economic governance is supposed to be driven by the private sector, with market forces allowed to play a key role and government only regulates to protect the consumer.
Every party believes their own ideology, how they can help the country. If they don't believe in ideology, they can't even come together. So they believe that their own idea can lift our country.
Unfortunately, these major political parties run shy of the ideologies which they have set out for themselves and only concentrate on winning elections and holding power. Professor Obimi described these parties as political machines which do not represent the ideas, aspirations, and hopes of Nigerians, a situation former American President Dwight Eisenhower called a mere conspiracy to seize power. In Abuja, Marvelous Obama for Signature TV.